Hello and welcome back. This is week 2, day 5. My camera still isn't working, but don't worry, you'll hear my voice throughout the lesson. And just know that I'm still here. For today's materials, you will need to grab your thinking cap, your listening ears, a pencil, crayons, and your modules 3 and 4 EL workbook. If you don't have your materials ready, just press pause, then press play when you're ready to learn. Okay, friends, I hope you have your materials ready. Let's get started by going on a bird walk. We've done this bird walk once before, so hopefully you'll remember how to do it. This is an echo poem, which means I will read the line and then you'll read the line right back to me. It's kind of like the "we're going on a bear hunt," just like that one. But this one is called Bird Walk. I want to encourage you to find the rhythm of the poem by tapping the tops of your knees or the floor or the table. Remember, you're going to repeat after me, and I'll keep my mouse beside the line that we're on. Now it's pretty quick, so get ready. We went walking into the park to find some lovely little birds. My dad said, "Look, that bird is pretty. That bird is gorgeous," I said to Dad. My dad said, "Look, those wings are big. Those wings are humongous," I said to Dad. My dad said, "Look, that beak is little. That beak is minuscule," I said to Dad. My dad said, "Look, those feathers are bright. Those feathers are brilliant," I said to Dad. We went walking into the park and found some stunning little birds. Good job! Thank you for joining me on the bird walk. Wasn't that fun? Hopefully, now your brain is all warmed up and ready to go. So let's take a look at our learning targets. Our first target says, I can read and discuss information about bird feet using the text birds. What are we going to be reading and discussing today? Information about bird feet. That's right. And we'll do that by using our birds text. Then our next target says, I can create and label an observational drawing of a bald eagle. So let's get started by working on this first learning target. Looking for bird feet. Now I used our table of contents to find the right page. So let's hop inside of our text and go to page 18 and 19. Take a look at these two pages. What is the heading on page 18? Point to the heading. Good. Can you read the heading to me? That's right, fantastic feet. How did you know that this was the heading? Yes, because it's at the top of our page. It's in bold, And it's a little bit bigger than the other words on our page. So we know that that's the heading. And it tells us that these 2 pages are going to be about fantastic feet. That's right. I'm going to read this page to you, and I'd like to invite you to follow along. Then we'll look for some text features. Let's start at the heading. Fantastic feet. Wings are cool, but birds have neat feet too. A chicken has toes with strong claws. It scratches for food. A heron has long, thin toes that help it balance as it wades in soft mud. A finch has 3 forward-facing toes and 1 facing back for perching. An emu has 3 thick toes for running and kicking. A duck has webbed feet. Skin stretched between its toes helps it paddle. An eagle has long, sharp claws called talons to grab prey. Now, when we're looking at this page, page 18, I saw a lot of text features. Oh, and I see one on page 19 too. Look at him. He has blue webbed feet. Oh my goodness. What are some of the text features that you see? Go ahead and tell me. Good. I see photographs, right, in the circles, and there's a big photograph here. Those tell me more information. You know, if our text didn't have these photographs, it would be a little boring, wouldn't it? And what's another text feature that we see? Oh, that's right, the captions. There are 6 captions on this page, and there's 1 caption on page 19. Now remind me, what does the caption do for us? That's right. The caption gives us more information about the photograph. And what are these photographs showing us? That's right. These photographs are showing us the bird's feet. They're fantastic feet. And the captions are giving us even more information about their feet. What part of these photographs are we supposed to pay attention to? And how do you know? For example, when I look at this chicken, how do I know what part I really need to pay attention to? I'm thinking that I need to pay close attention to the chicken's feet. And the same for each of these photographs. That's because the heading tells us that the photographs are all about fantastic feet. And in each photograph, we can see the bird's feet, right? Good. I'm wondering, could we add feet to our physical characteristics anchor chart? Yes or no? Yes, we could. Feet have different shapes and sizes because they do different jobs. Like the heron has to have the thin toes to help it balance in the mud. And the eagle needs to have sharp talons so that it can grab its prey. Where the duck needs webbed feet so that it can paddle in the water. So on our physical characteristics chart, let's add a sentence that says, birds have feet that look different. And now we know that they look different because they have different jobs. Do you agree? Okay, good. We'll add this to our chart. That way later on, we can look back and see the learning that happened during this lesson. So far, we've learned that birds can be different colors. Birds have beaks that help them eat their favorite foods. Birds have feathers that do different jobs. And now we know that birds have feet that look different. Let's continue to dive into our text by answering questions about the text. Birds. Number 1, listen to me read the captions under the illustrations on page 18. What are examples of different kinds of bird feet? I'm going to read the top 3, and then you're going to tell me what are some of the examples of different kinds of bird feet. A chicken has toes with strong claws. It scratches for food. A heron has long, thin toes that help it balance as it wades in soft mud. A finch has 3 forward-facing toes and 1 facing back for perching. Now tell me, what were some of the examples of different kinds of bird feet? Go ahead and share your thinking. Good. Feet with long and thin toes, webbed feet, feet with sharp talons, feet with toes and strong claws, feet with toes for running, and feet for perching. Good. Let's look at question number 2. Look at the picture of the finch on page 18. This is the finch. The author tells us that it has toes for perching. Based on the picture, what do you think the word perching means? So here's our picture of our finch. Just looking at the picture. When the author says a finch has 3 forward-facing toes and 1 facing back for perching, what do you think perching means? Is it A, sitting, B, sitting on a twig or branch, or C, climbing on a branch? What does the word perching mean? A, B, or C? If you picked B, then you are correct. Perching means sitting on a twig or a branch, and we can see this in our photograph. So the finch has feet that help it to perch. Good job answering questions from our text. Let's prepare for independent work. Grab your EL workbook and turn to page 8. You'll know you're there when you see a page that looks like this. I'll give you time to find page 8. If you need more time finding page 8, just press pause. At the top it says, Birds Research Notebook, page 6, My Bird Sketch, Draft 5. Draw and label the feet on your sketch. Add a caption that describes the feet. So we'll draw our sketch here, we'll put our bird name here, and our caption will be at the bottom. This is the bird that we'll be doing our observational drawing on. This is an eagle. You will write eagle on bird name. Right there on that bird name line, write eagle. You want to be specific. This is actually a bald eagle. Now that we've written the bird name, we need to make a sketch. Our directions say draw and label the feet on your sketch. You do not need the whole bird. You only need to draw the feet. I know this picture is a little fuzzy, but try your best to look very closely at the feet. This entire box will only have the feet of the eagle. After you have drawn the feet, then you'll need to label using the word feet. And you'll spell it correctly because it's right here on your workbook page. Once you have drawn and labeled the feet in the sketch box, you'll need to write a caption telling me what the feet look like. It might sound like the bald eagle has orange feet with sharp talons. Or the bald eagle has black talons at the end of its orange feet or yellow feet. Let's go ahead and take a peek at our learning targets just to make sure that we've met them. Then we'll come back and I'll give you some time to work on your sketch and your caption. Today's target said, I can read and discuss information about bird feet using the text birds. We did just that. We were able to read the text. Then we had a discussion answering questions about feet. Our second learning target says, I can create and label an observational drawing of a bald eagle. And that's what you're going to finish doing your independent work. You did a wonderful job today working on that new physical characteristic, feet. We learned that there are many different types of feet and that there's different types because they have different jobs. I'll see you next time. Work hard on your observational drawing. Bye, friends. I will leave this slide up so that you can draw the feet and work on your caption. If you need more time to observe the eagle's feet, please press pause.